Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Outdoors. Today on this video, I will be creating a fly called the egg-sucking leech. This is a very easy fly to make. It's just like the last fly I made, the woolly bugger, but except it has an egg concept on the front of the fly. For these types of flies, the materials I will be using is a size 10 hook. The reason I use a bigger hook for these are this part back is for the wood bugger, and then the front you have to have room for the egg. Also, I like to put on beads on these flies. So I will just be using, today I will be using, I'll be using a white bead. Any beads will work for this. The only reason we would use a bead is to separate the glow bug yarn or your chenille from the eye of the hook. So grab your hook, size 10, with the bead and clamp it in your vise. Make sure you put it in nice and tight. Also, for your other materials you'll be using today is black marabou, your chenille, which will be black chenille, just like this, black chenille. I do not have black hackle, but normally usually be using black hackle, so I'm just going to use what I used yesterday, fire red hackle. And for your egg, you can either use glow bug yarn, or you can just use orange chenille. I recommend glow bug yarn because it makes the outside shape of an egg, but I will be using the chenille because it's the easier option for beginners. Also, for your thread, I will be using white Vivis 100 denier thread, just what I used yesterday. So let's get right into it. Start by wrapping your thread around the hook, just like you would do for any other fly. Don't worry about the bead being in place right now, because when we add our glow bug yarn or your chenille, that is what will keep it in place. Clip the excess thread. Next, bring your thread not towards the middle, because you want to have room for your chenille and room for your glow bug yarn. So let's say from this bead, that way will be the glow bug yarn. So let's say this part of the hook is just gone. So we're going to go right in the middle of that area behind the bead, which will be right around there. It's kind of depending on where you want to put it, depending on your size hook, but make sure you have enough room for your glow bug yarn or orange chenille when deciding where to place your marabou. Grab your black marabou, find a decent feather, alright, I got my feather. Make sure you stay neat, put it away, put your extra marabou away. So here's my feather. It doesn't really matter. Same thing as yesterday's, a little white. It didn't end up dying the whole thing. Okay, so grab a good part of your feather. I like brushing it with my fingers to make sure I get all the loose particles and loose feathers off. Pinch it all together. Place it down. Loose wrap. Loose wrap. Tighten those wraps. Now add your tight wraps. Grab your scissors, trim the front. Trim all the feathers off. Back there, okay. Get your thread, wrap all that stuff down so it's not all messy. Just like that. Brush all your feathers back, give it a blow. So, When you're tying this fly, the egg-sucking leech, you want to symbolize a leech. A leech does not have a long tail. So what you want to do is tie it like you're tying a woolly bugger and rip off some of the end of the tail here. Get a decent size and rip the excess off. Some of these you can't rip, so what I like to do is grab my scissors and make a rough pattern. Don't just cut it all one, but kind of move your scissors around, kind of make it a little rough so it doesn't look so perfect. Throw that away. Once you do that, give it a blow. Perfect. Your tail should look something like that. Now, what you want to do is tie in your black chenille. Make sure it's black. You do not want this to be the orange chenille yet, just the black chenille. Yes, you should be using black hackle. Like I said, I do not have black hackle. I'm going to the store to get it this weekend. So, go get that stuff, and then I'll be able to tie a correct egg-sucking leech. But for now, red hackle will work just fine. I mean, red hackle. My bad, sorry. Wrap that in. Get your chenille. This is fire orange, fire red. They're really the same color. It looks very, very similar to orange, very similar to red. This one, I think it's fire orange, but it doesn't say on this packet, so I don't even know. So I've been calling it fire orange, I've been calling it fire red, I've been calling it everything. Remember what I said yesterday? Cut a little bit of those dense feathers off. Trim off those dense feathers. I like to call this a crew cut. So give your hackle a crew cut. Once you do that, fasten that down. Make sure that's all fastened in good. Clip off end of the hackle. Go back to where your marabou starts. Wrap it all the way forward. Make sure it's all neat. Give it a blow when you pick up your chenille. Make sure there's no marabou feathers on there. And start to wrap. Remember, don't wrap all the way up to the eye of the hook. Keep some room. I'll be wrapping it right around where my bob is hanging right now. Right around there. Fasten that down. Clip it. Wrap it. Now, start wrapping your hackle. Once you have your hackle fastened down, trim it. Now those feathers back, wrap it up. So now you should have a woolly bugger, just like that. Next, what you want to do is bring your bobbin right in the middle of where you have no hackle, no chenille, no nothing. Then you want to get a piece of either chenille and you want to wrap it like you would wrap normal chenille on a woolly bugger, or what I'll be doing today is glow bug yarn. So for glow bug yarn, I like to get around an inch. This stuff's fairly cheap. So you will be wasting a little bit of it, but it is what it is. It makes it easier to tie, make sure it looks better. I like to twist it to get all the fibers together. Flap it right on there. Do a loose wrap, tighten it, and a couple tight wraps. Just like that. So now, what you want to do is grab your glow bug yarn, pull it up, drop my scissors, pull your glow bug yarn up, grab your scissors, and cut that at a circular angle. Just like that. Spread it out. Throw away the excess glow bug yarn. Finish your fly. Like that. Just like that. A beautiful egg-sucking leech. Thank you guys for watching this video. That is an easy way and efficient way to make an egg-sucking leech. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time on Everything Outdoors. Peace.